So the Macau election, not like many elections around the world, they stand on principles of things like welfare, education, housing, more transparency, inflation. So all those touch points, many of these parties behind me have actually touched on or are looking at one or two issues. As you can see right behind me is the Cotai Strip, and as it's getting built out, thousands of new migrants come and live in Macau, and they are very, very important for Macau's economic success. As we know, 90% of Macau's GDP is built upon the gaming and hospitality industry. When it starts to impact particularly young people, they become more vocal, and this is a new wave we're going to see through in Macau. Is some more young people are getting involved in the elections because they see things impacting them or potentially impact them in the future, and so we cannot overlook them. And many of them actually, let's come back to work in the gaming industry. Many young people have middle to senior managements now in Macau's gaming industry. They've been working over a decade. They see the industry, this casino, they look at it saying, how can we diversify? How can we make Macau a global city? So young people are getting more vocal and getting more interested in Macau's politics, and this is a trend we cannot overlook anymore. The typhoon was one we hadn't had for many, many decades. But in saying that, of course, the government faced a level of criticism and on the recovery. And so people experienced it for reality. So we cannot say that people didn't feel a level of hardship and a little bit of annoyance. And so they're going to be voicing that in this election because it's right after the typhoon. Coming back to other things, making sure that the infrastructure, medical, healthcare, many of the systems, infrastructures in place, so that we don't have a complete blackout. We don't have water systems going down in the future. So I think, yes, you can't overlook that as somebody thinking, oh, I'm going to make a vote tomorrow, but also reflecting upon 2 weeks ago. So there will be a level of that. In 2019, the new chief executive, that person will decide, for example, and be very, very, very influential on a retendering process, for example, in 2020, 2022, 2023. And that's a very, very important point on the Cotai Strip development about the awarding of the retendering of new casino concessions. So what happens this Sunday is reflective on 2 or 3, 4, 5 years down the line about what will happen with Cotai in the future.